Mr. Chairman, sir, the police agency has been giving you a breast of matters arising and would like to highlight some of such matters. One, detention and imprisonment of several members of our APC, including members of the publicity committee, namely Shafiq Bala and Noel Giri, who were kidnapped by police officers using masks suspected to be working under the direction of the APC to the government, and they were taken to unknown locations suspected to be government house or so forth. Though they were later released, there was normally one that they would be killed in the event that they continue to voice out their opinions on governance in the state. Honorable Brian Amaki Hidagoga, who was arrested on 25 of November 2019 at about 10 p.m., he was taken to the CIA office and detained till Tuesday, 26 November 2019, when he was arraigned before an upper Sharia court in Oshiomhole on charges of defamation and public incitement. After mentioning the case, the judge instructed that Honorable Amaki Hidagoga be remanded in prison custody. Up to now, Your Excellency. Arrest and detention of the former Commissioner Ministry for Law Government and Security Affairs, Honorable Mohammed Bello, who has been in their custody since 25th November 2019 to date. Your Excellency, these two gentlemen were earlier granted bail, but it was revoked by the Sharia court in Zamfara and taken back to prison. They are now about 90 days in prison. 90 days, sir. Arrest and detention of the police and the social media group member Okashiko Abubakar Nkoso, who has been in their custody since January 2020. Demolition of our local government APC secretariat, Your Excellency. Our party office in Malawi was demolished by the PDP government in Zamfara. Attempt to bomb the resident of State APC Publicity Secretary, member forward with Buhari Organization and former Commissioner of Information. Honorable Amaki Hidagoga. Your Excellency, when they were granted bail, two of the district heads signed as surety. Those two district heads was sitting in Koso, signed the bail, and they were suspended by the government. They were removed by the PDP government because of the signing of that bail. This one, Your Excellency, this one also have been declared as legally qualified as a president APC, executive by the Federal High Court of Koso. Judgment, the PDP government instead has been sponsoring some corruption element through funding, logistics, as well as cover to set up a parallel office along the Koso Eastern Bypass Road, where they currently operate as illegal state executive property under the leadership of one legislative Mercata, who currently serving as former commissioner to the PDP government in Zamfara State. Also an attempt to influence the outcome of the current court judgment pre-election matter before the higher court was resolved by the Zamfara PDP government. Your Excellency, just recently there was an intimidation, hunting, and harassment, and also attempt to inducement of local government council chairman, vice chairman, and councillors elected under the platform of the APC to produce their monthly salaries, allowances, and official vehicles, which led to the defection of 8 local government council chairmen, 7 local government council vice chairmen, and some of the councillors. They are alleged to have been financially induced with the sum of 30 million naira, 5 million naira, and 2 million naira for local government council chairman, vice chairman, and councillors respectively. In some vein, the remaining 6 local government council chairmen of Oshiomhole, Shekafigomi, Zamfara, as well as the local government vice chairman of Oranamo, Oshiomhole, who didn't become to be were denied the official vehicles, which were purchased using the local government council fund. In spite of our individual and collective stride to move all the progress party forward as a progressive Your Excellency, Mr. Chairman, it will interest you to know that some disloyal party members who claim to be members of the national caucus of the party from the state have connivance with the state PDP-led government cause havoc to APC, which, if not properly checked and addressed, may lead to its disintegration. The case in point is the Firewater Road, played by such disloyal members in the recent encampment of ex-local government council chairman and 7 vice chairman of Excellency. In conclusion, National Chairman is hereby invited to kindly intervene in order to complement the effort, untiring effort of His Excellency and other party stakeholders, the APC leader in the policy, in keeping the party strong and united, with a view to boosting the morale of its esteemed supporters, members, and well-wishers, so that it will continue to be a loyal party invite you to meet in the Senate. Thank you. God bless you. On behalf of the section.
I want to say two things here. One, the intimidation and harassment were used to it since 2010 when, for roots, the government, in the place where we don't have one council. Even one council we don't have at that time. And the federal government is PDP, state government is PDP, local government is PDP, entire National Assembly apart from here and human they are all PDP. But God is infinite mercy give us opportunity, and we are more organized now. We have the government in the center, and we have the leadership of our party in the center. So what we are looking for is support from here, so as that we can continue. And the APC, as I tell to someone, I say tomorrow 9 a.m. they should go and arrange boxes for election. And so tomorrow, not next month, tomorrow 9 a.m. they should put boxes. And see what the results are. So Zamfara State had never been on that PDP since 1999 yet. Mr. Chairman, we are hearing some room, which is in the seat. Those that do those seats, they are among the people that lead to where we are today. They are saying the governor is going to the camp, so let them come to PDP. If you come to the camp, why don't you encourage those in the party so they come and join them?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. The same people that misled us in 2019 election to lead us to where we are. The same person, one time is allowed to be subsequent visit, will let you know who those persons. So they are doing the same thing now. Anybody who cares to listen to them is in PDP today. And they have also planted all in PDP. And the chairman, a person who took you to court, dislodged all your gain, now invested in PDP. He has the commissioners in PDP, he has the secretary to the government in PDP, and he is still calling himself an ABC member. I think, Chairman, I know you very well. Not only in leadership of the party, you lead the Union of Labour in Nigeria, and you have caught a strong bottom with the president who is a kind of stubborn. And I think maybe he gets someone like this number two, when he will not see the light of the day. You champion the cost of the increment of the salary and stopping the increase of the home prices. We all know that one. So the managing appears of what we have in the state, I don't think it's difficult for him to do. But Mr. Chairman, we need a quick response and discipline in our party. You are given opportunity as a party under 24 hours. We are announced 2:30 p.m. on Friday we are going to participate in the election. We participated in that election, we got it 100%. So what are people that are feeling like, if not me, let everybody lose? They came in and started pursuing one after the other, following things to honor expectations. And we don't know how the Apex Fund get to where they are and how they managed to come up with that decision. But there's people down there, it's our own people. We decided to accept the witness, but we said definitely we're going to look how this mandate is going to come to us by God, because we are pursuing, we are all like it. Mr. Chairman, we need your understanding, we need your own support on what we are doing there. Those people that we don't want them to put this party into jeopardy with their actions. What they have done, so far damage they have done to the party, I think is enough. Because a party member, a party person who is not party, Mr. Chairman, I will say this thing without contradiction. You I am one of the 11 who created this name, ABC. You are, and we are on the same route like this, in Pastoral's office, where you and many of their governors, our 9 of them that are not here, created this name. So therefore, If someone is talking about APC in Nigeria or APC in Zamfara State, I'll just look at that person and smile. About the commitments and my belief in the party. That's why I cannot go to party and contest. There are so many opportunities given to us. Okay, leave the APC, go to another party and contest. I said, no, APC won't matter. I better put this bottle to end and let me lose in my party. And then let them understand that this party, I believe in it. So we all believe in it. So Mr. Chairman, this is the situation APC is of the state. What is happening there? Sir, there's one Hausa proverb says, Pada the man. If you know, this one is taller than you, sir. You are the second. And you say, if you didn't take care, you slap him. And then when you slap him, you will jump. So it's because that you have somebody who will take you up to jump and slap him. So that's why you say you slap him. If not, you say, when you say I'm so sorry. So that's part of the matter. If not because of that, the person sitting there, even by the count of the accident and the count of the protest bombs, the so-called 189,000 what you got, including protest bombs, and 534,000, you can't actually be 189 because though Jordan don't understand, we say there's 16 that is higher than 19, but there's now 189 that is higher than 534,000. So the chairman, we're here to show our homage and as well to see the commitment of our party men and women in Zamfara State, and Zamfara State remain APC. If not, inshallah, and if not, anybody who is doubting, let him put a ballot box tomorrow night. Thank you very much.
Let me particularly appreciate the local government chairman who, in spite of pressure, have chosen to keep faith as a matter of principle to remain with the All Progressive Congress. I want to thank you for deeming it fit to come to your house, here the headquarters of the All Progressive Congress. It's your house, it's your party, and we are honored as your steward to receive you here. I have listened, and I'm sure my colleagues as well, we have all listened very attentively to the statements made by the chairman of the party, and of course of Your Excellency Yari. For me, it is significant that in a country where most people think that nobody believes in anything, it's about what is convenient, it is always reassuring for me when I see people who stand on principle. There are many who will go according to the weather. So I want, on behalf of my colleagues of the LWC, in particular appreciate those six council chairmen who have braved or bravely resisted the attempt to coerce them to leave APC to another party that they do not believe in, and to remain on the platform of the party under which they were elected. So I congratulate you. Number two, I want to appreciate you, Governor Yari, for maintaining your fighting spirit. There are many who, given the circumstances surrounding the current situation in which the Supreme Court awarded our mandate to another party, many will be discouraged, demoralized, or continue to wallow in self-pity, try to find answers to questions and questions and questions, and those answers will not come. I think in life, as they say, the downfall of a man is not the end of his life. I believe that our party is Zamfara State would be rebuilt, and I'm happy you are rebuilding it. I can see a number of high-profile politicians from Zamfara State that are here. I have taken note of your pain, particularly with respect to those of our brothers and sisters who, from your report, have been oppressed or even sent to jail. Other circumstances that are highly questionable. I assure you we will take steps to intervene and see what we can do at the level of judicial intervention. I believe that Nigerians consciously settled for multi-party democracy. We could have chosen to have a one-party state. So we want to have a multi-party democracy. The ruling party must respect the rights of the opposition party.
Yes.
Because as we have seen, today you can be the ruling party. Tomorrow you will become the opposition party. The rules of engagement must allow everyone, regardless of his political party affiliation, to express himself, to associate freely, and to enjoy the freedom of speech and freedom of movement. For me, these are universal values that are shared by all Democrats around the world. I'm happy, however, that in spite of this repression and misuse of the law enforcement agents to arraign and detain people unjustly, that your spirit has not been detained. I am one man who believes that you can jail my flesh, but you cannot jail my fighting spirit. And once I am committed to a cause, we will fight it to completion. So I want to thank you for maintaining the peace, because when PDP started doing protests across, particularly in Abuja and in Imo over a governorship election, I particularly give an example of Zamfara. I said, if we have decided to move our supporters on the street, it would have been possible for anybody to come out in Zamfara. Because I was here with Mr. President. We saw the enthusiasm, we saw the ruggedness of our party members and leaders, and there is no question that if demonstration was the way to overturn a judgment, that capacity exists. But because we are a ruling party at the center, we also share the burden of maintaining the peace. That's why I asked somebody to remind Mr. Secondus. Especially I think this microphone want to go on strike. So I think when I saw Secondus protesting, I said, if I wasn't where I am, protest is our business. If PDP can protest, we can shut down everywhere. But because we are the governing party, it's a typical case of two wrongs cannot make it right. And that is why they had those handpicked individuals to abuse the Supreme Court, abuse everybody that matters in the name of celebrating, protesting what they think is their best right, the right to continue to live. So I assure you that we are with you. The party will stand by you across our 36 states, and in particular in states where we don't have governors, we know what our leaders and members are going through in those states. And we are already having conversation in our party. What is happening in Zamfara is also happening in some states, even in the south. Somebody published a story somewhere in the south, and he was sent to jail. Because the governor there is PDP. And ironically, I am not aware that there's anybody who is in prison in states governed by APC on account of political opinion or in enjoying the freedom of association. But we will follow through these issues, and I want to thank you for remaining strong and maintaining the party in Zamfara State. And I assure you that the National Working Committee will stand by you, and we will also convey this well-documented infractions to some other quarters and ensuring that justice is done and the right of our party to exist and to flourish and to be able to win future election in Zamfara State is not compromised. Thank you very much for your leadership, and thank you, my comrades, for keeping faith. May the Almighty Allah see us through. As they say, tough times don't last, but tough people do. Thank you very much.